Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break, take 2 with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose, how are you?
Hey, I'm great, Trish McFarlane. How are you?
It's a crazy afternoon. My dog decided to go crazy. The internet decided not to cooperate for just a moment. So apologies to any of the people. I know there were a bunch that had jumped on right at the start of the last one, but we're here now, right? Ready for a break?
It's all about the content, Trish. I know that there's tremendous appetite for this content, so we are going to stop at nothing to make it happen. Of course, it's Wednesday, Trish. I don't know about you. I hit the midweek, mid-afternoon lull hard today at around 3 p.m. Hit me, boom. So I had to do the very rare second Diet Coke of the day.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't have it right in front of me anymore, but I had my second piece of Godiva chocolate. So when you're on Weight Watchers, that's a no-no, but I needed the caffeine. So I know. Too bad. I had to do it. So anyway, so how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, super busy day today. Like that's probably why I hit the wall at 3 o'clock, just because of all the activity today. And
yeah. Well, one of the things we did was we recorded an HR Happy Hour podcast episode, which actually I think is going live in the next few minutes, right? I'm trying to look and see what time it is, with our friend Emily Huff from Oracle. And we were talking about their new AI at Work study, which actually focuses on mental health this year. And they chose that topic long before the pandemic started. So it's just kind of good or bad timing, I guess. No, good timing, right? To have some results on how mental health is actually impacting us during the pandemic. So you can check that out.
Yeah, it was a really good conversation. The show did just go live about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, very good. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I was reading something fun today. Not that Oracle and that wasn't fun. That was absolutely fun talking with Emily. But have you heard about edible race cars?
I don't think so.
No? Well, there is apparently a Guinness Book of World Records record now held in Washington State. They just had this. Someone broke the record. Michael Andretti. Apparently, you have to have a car that is at least 90% cake. You see my dog over here? Hold on. Where'd she go? She's right behind me. Anyway, they have to be 90% cake. His car was 91% cake. It is a replica of his Formula One racing car from one of his championship seasons, Michael Andretti. The other car that he raced was a replica of his father's cars, Mario Andretti. But Michael's car and Michael, the driver, won at a total of 17.08 miles per hour. And he went 349 feet in a car made of cake. I've never even heard of that.
That's crazy. No, that is pretty cool though. And then I guess after the race, you eat the cake. That's what you do?
I don't know. It was sponsored by a casino, so I'm not sure. I would imagine, right? Probably photo ops and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, so who knew? Who knew there were cake cars? But if I knew that, I would probably be all over that, right? A whole car made of cake. That sounds great to me.
I like it. I wonder what else we could make out of cake. Maybe like a scooter, maybe. I like those scooters, by the way, Trish, this is an aside. I want to get myself one of those Vespa scooters. I think I'm in the market for that. Like those Italian style classic Vespa scooters. Okay. Maybe like a light blue or light green color. I'm a green. I learned today. That would be pretty cool to have.
That would be cool.
I don't really have a good place to ride it.
I feel like they're dangerous.
They don't go super fast.
I feel like they're dangerous.
Possibly. Well, that's my middle name, Trish.
And you're apparently earlier you said your first name was Green, so Green Danger. That's your name now.
Yes, but I think they're super cool. There's two things I want to get as my midlife crisis enters its 12th year. I want to get a Vespa scooter, and I want to get one of those.
Hold on, I'm getting echo. Hold on.
Surplus police.
Hold on, I'm getting echo. Hold on. It's a live show. We've got to do what we've got to do.
I know, between internet glitches, dogs barking, echoes, but I was saying as my midlife crisis has entered its 12th year, I want to get a Vespa scooter, and I want to get one of those 2004 or so, 2005 vintage used surplus police interceptors like Crown Victorias.
Oh,
They used to be like the
sure.
state trooper cars. Those are awesome, by the way. I would love one of those.
Oh my
Pay about
goodness.
$2,000 for it. It'll have like 140,000 hard miles on it. Just be fun to cruise around in, I think.
I'll tell you what, and
So that's on my list.
this is just a good example of the difference between men and women. See, I don't know any women that would be like, you know what, that's really what I want. All right. Anything
Trish,
else
you gave me
for
homework
today?
Yes, as we struggled with our technology today. You gave me a homework assignment yesterday. Yesterday was Groundhog Day. And we talked about Phil, who saw his shadow 6 weeks more winter or whatever. So the last time Phil did not see his shadow, you asked me to look up, was 2018. And he also did not see it in 2017. So it was 2 years in a row where Punxsutawney Phil predicted a shorter winter. And alas, both years he was wrong. So I'm starting to think no matter what he predicts, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter because that's what's happening. And speaking of 6 more weeks of winter, Trish, and I'm warning you as a denizen of our nation's Midwest, Trish, the polar vortex is coming next week for you and for most of our citizens and friends in the Midwest, upper Midwest, lower Midwest. So look for near zero temperatures here in this part of the world early next week. And if you're unfortunate enough to live in somewhere even colder, like say Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, sub-zero.
Bring in more firewood.
So brace for that.
Yeah, I will. No, actually, thank you for the heads up because I do have firewood and it's like, I think we've talked about that before. My dad makes me like keep it way away from the house because you don't want termites or something near your house. So no, I'm gonna have to drag some firewood up there, I guess.
Yeah,
roaring fires. Yeah, you know what? On the positive side, at least I work from home. I don't have to leave. I can stay here. Maybe I'll do some Instacart.
Oh, you're going to send that poor Instacart driver out in the freezing cold? Oh,
I feel bad. I'll tip them.
I know. I felt bad one day a couple of weeks ago. I was home and it was just awful rain, just pouring down rain, like sideways rain. Couldn't see in front of you rain, like deluge rain. And I'm like, I am not going to the grocery store today. So I did an Instacart order and I felt awful after I did it. Like I didn't want to get, I know it's their job and I tipped very well, by the way. I upped my tip because of how bad the offer was. So, the weather was, so it was a good, hopefully a good deal, but yeah, I did feel a little bit bad about it.
No, you're keeping people at work, you're keeping them busy. And as long as you tip well, then that's a good thing. Speaking of that though, I was talking to a friend last night whose son is a pizza delivery boy. And, he had like made all these deliveries and hundreds of dollars worth and only received $2 in tip. So I don't know if people are like, when you order a pizza, there's a delivery fee, which is, depending $2, $3, $4, right? That's not their tip. And I think what people do is they forget that or don't know that. And so just a reminder, if you're ordering pizza or Grubhub or whatever, right? Tip well.
One of the things, speaking of tipping, it's one of the things that's come up, I think, with some people, it has come up with me a couple of times, is with ordering online and doing everything online, whether it's retail or groceries or other things, or even just when you're out and about, right? I'm using much less cash than I ever used to. So just to purchase things, I don't often have much cash on me, right? And so a couple of weeks ago, I had some appliances delivered to the house. And, I had paid for the appliances, obviously, with a credit card, but then they're coming to deliver the appliances. I paid for the delivery fee as part of the transaction. But now I got 3 or 4 guys doing these appliances and installing them and doing kind of heavy work, the kind of thing you typically will tip fellows for the holidays, too. So I definitely wanted to make to tip the fellows. And all of a sudden, it's like an hour before the scheduled delivery. And I go find my wallet. I didn't even know where my wallet was. Find my wallet. I have $2 in it. And so I had to get in the car and go out to the ATM to get some cash in order so I could be able to tip these guys who delivered the appliances, which I did. And I was glad that I did it. But I wonder if that's some of it too, the fact that maybe we just have less cash laying around. I very rarely have much more than a few dollars on me anymore, it seems like.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. You're onto something. But a lot of the apps now too, if you're, if you're ordering on the apps, you can put the tip on there or
That's for sure. Yeah, that's how Instacart
yeah.
works, right?
So,
And that's safer too, right, for the drivers. Like
absolutely.
who wants Uber
Yeah.
drivers or Instacart drivers carrying around cash? That's dangerous as heck.
Oh, that's true.
Trish, can I give you one last Super Bowl prop bet before we
One
get to the draft?
last, yeah, and then we're gonna call it a day.
Okay, Trish, you can bet on the Gatorade shower for the game-winning coach. It's customary for the winning team, a couple of the team members to dump Gatorade or some substance on the winning coach. You can bet on the color of the Gatorade and or liquid, Trish. Your choices are orange, which is the favorite at 2-1, red 3-1, clear or water 6-1, lime green / yellow 7-1, purple 11-1, blue 15-1. And just so you know, before you place your bet, last year Kansas City Chiefs won, and the Gatorade was orange that they dumped on their coach. So that's why probably the reason why orange is the favorite right now again this year. What do you think?
That was going to be my guess. So I think, to be different, I'm going to think they're going to change it up and it will be red. Red.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with lime green or yellow. I'm going lime green or yellow. It's 7-1. 7-1, lime green, yellow. Take it to the bank.
All right, there we go. You heard it here first, people. So anyway, hey, listen, sorry, everyone. Thank you for hanging in there with us with all of our technical difficulties, dog barking, all the things. But anyway, we appreciate spending time with you every single afternoon. We will catch you back here tomorrow and hopefully won't have any of those issues. Have a great rest of your day.